All right, howdy. It is Lucy's week 2 lesson video. I'm going to show you some new stuff. We're going to play with the figure 8 again and check in. So she'll get a little report card on that. So introduce some new stuff. So I'm just going to teach you. So I love that she waited there for me. I just tied the halter rope up to the saddle pad. I told her to whoa. And she actually stayed wowed, which is great progress. Now I'm going to use the flag because it worked well last time. I'm also going to make sure okay, good. So I'm going to use the tracking device and not my microphone. So I will try to turn to speak and hopefully you can hear me. First exercise, we're going to revisit the figure 8. I'll just let you watch. We'll see how she does. Good. Good. Very good girl. Very good. 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 I think we have to restart the video because of you. Otherwise, we have to work on that pile that's so tight. We're doing really well. Okay. We're going to pick that up again. And over here is absolutely where she has been the most rude. This change eyes. Look at me out of that other eye, right? And then pick up the forward and yield, yield, yield. Code. Good. Then block the forward, change eyes. I just good. 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 There, she sort of took advantage of the fact that I didn't have my rope quite as short as. There we have it back. Good. This drill is good for you too because you have to learn to manage. You learn to manage your rope. Good. 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 Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We stomped on a cone. You're going back until we back up nicely on this more difficult eye. Good. 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 She's releasing, licking, and chewing. Breathing. Come back to it. Fix our cone. Got. Right. Back to what you're doing. So you see my body language. I'm actually stepping with this leg toward the shoulder as I push through here. Pushing toward the shoulder means go out. Pushing toward the hip or behind means go forward. Good. 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 I don't get into my space, so I'm going to use my flag to claim. Absolutely not. Ladder ran over the cone. I want to back. that happen, which was actually this side this time, so she gets soft. There. So, good. Right, again, we will. With the pattern there. And that's okay. That's comfort zone was doing it correctly a time or two. She's like, comfort zone was me asking for a little more, and her going, I just did it. I don't want to do it again. She's she needs to move through that little bit of frustration and push a little, like a coach might tell you to push, and push through a little bit of frustration. Good. Good. Smooth and steady would be great, but do not run over the cones, right? Do not miss your turn, and do not crowd me. Try and run off on that side. Not great. We're not going to count that one. Her draw is getting much better. And as much as I want to be able to use my flag to drive her, I definitely need to be able to reach up there. And I sort of reach right for her head and neck. Usually reach for the wither. Wither, reach my way up the neck, especially where I use the flag to push her head and neck. I want to make sure that she is not worried about it. I don't care if I get all over her face, but eventually I will. That was plenty good. I don't want to talk about the flag forever today on this video. So she's not concerned about it. We're going back to our drill. I want to see it one time smooth before we quit. Good. 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 And that is where that runoff happened, so we're going to do it again. That's okay. She can try it again. Little bit of good. We're keep it off my cone. Good. 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 Yep. It's not throwing over my cones. Good. And use the I shook that. Plus those not getting really felt her in my hand. I sent some energy down that rope and pushed her away and back. Telling her don't. I haven't changed. Back up. Like energy in my hand. But she doesn't get to every time I get this. I put her. That's not what yeah. Stabilize her head. Then I did the so tossing, soften her. It's made to drive her around. Good. Good. Okay, I'm going to switch. I'm going to go up and over. Good. She didn't toss. That's fine. She can go through this slowly. That's fine. Eventually, I want the energy to flow, but I would rather have her go slow and careful. Good. Good. Eventually, I don't think I swatted her, obviously. So I got 3 seconds after a physically unsafe behavior, like rearing in your space. You have 3 seconds to discipline physically punishing to me and stay away from the face. Do not smack them in the face. Do not blind your horse. I whacked her hard in the rib cage. Another horse might double barrel her in the rib cage. I made a lot of sound and I whacked her with a little bit of force. It did hurt her a bit, but she got the point. And now we're going back to the pattern, and she's not going to complain about it. Or if she does, she'll keep it in a safe tone of voice. Out of this. I have, and I'm not. She's really pushed them back to the pattern. Not good. Ah, we missed it because issues. Let her make the choice. One hard correction with that rope because she does know the answer. Good. Leaving is not the answer. Good. And she thought about rearing there and she didn't. Good girl. Good. 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 Ah, very good girl. That's good. Good. There. Good. Good. And now I'm looking where I want her to go. Like at her. Now I'm really focusing where I want her to go. I'm seeing that middle of the pattern, sending her there, sending her right on a path that cone. Good. Looking where I want her to go. Oh, good. 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 Over. Over. Yeah, that's nice. Good. 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 Walk. Walk. Good. Very good. Good. And whoa. Whoa. Good. Very good. Very good. You can stop. I just picked here because it was the middle. And I sometimes I choose when they have two eyes coming toward me to stop there on either draw. You can stop anywhere on this drill so long as they stay mentally connected. Good. A lot of times I will make some noise, but There with that head down. As she released down, I got to a nice soft scratchy rhythm with my flag and then just let it drift away. Very nice. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Back. Not sure step, but she does take space. Great protective because she's going to get, discipline. The inner tract whoa when you say whoa. So since that leg moved forward, it was very small, but I put it back. So it shows her that you notice, that I notice, and if you get that picky, she'll know that you're paying attention. Earns that respect. Occasionally through physical domination. Occasionally she will outrun or, kick or whatever another horse. You earn that respect through really consistent leadership and being attuned to the environment and noticing little things and noticing everything about everybody in the herd. So showing your horse that you're paying attention shows them that you are indeed a good leader. All right, so I put the yoga mats out for her to touch with her foot, but she already I backed her over them. So I think what I'm going to do is roll this tire and use it as a target. Again, grade 1 horsemanship skill. Can I send her to a target from beginning at 5, moving up to about 10 feet away? Can I get her to touch it with her nose? Can I get her to touch it with a foot, depending on the thing? So I'm going to use the tire for both. All right. I'm get my center. I'm going to ask her to go investigate that. Good. Good. Good girl. Good. Good. To touch it with the foot. Like I wanted her to step up on it. Good. And she thinks I'm crazy because she says clearly there's something in the way. But she didn't mind stepping on my cone, so I'm going to ask her to go forward. Good. She goes around it. Walk her. Send her back the other way. Good. She can check it out again. But I don't want her to check out again. Her head went up, her focus went out the door over there. So I'm going to push her around, refocus her again here. Around her for that head toss. Good. Send her again. Good. Good. Good girl. Good. Good. All right, so she's pretty well positioned to step into it. And I don't mean that she has to put her foot in the hole. She can, and it's safe, and that's why this is a safe, kind of a weird thing for them to try to put a foot on. They can step into it and pull it toward themselves and learn that is not actually scary or harmful. Good. But what I want her to do is touch it with a foot. And then pretty soon we'll move to my big bridge. But this is where a foot target starts. Good. And she just basically brushed it with both front feet. I just want her to pick up a foot and touch it on purpose. Good. She's thinking about it, right? She kind of knows. She's just not real sure that's a great idea yet. Good. But why is this helpful? So that you can load on anybody's trailer, so that you can ride your horse in town on unfamiliar looking, you know, curbs that are painted yellow or unfamiliar environments for them to walk on. Good. And the tire is a good one if they put a foot in it and they pull back. Like I said, it doesn't hurt. It's a little bit scary, but they learn they need to just slow down and carefully extricate themselves and not just pull back because it will move backwards. And now I have a hold of her halter. Go ahead. This is What is that thing? Good. Good. Yep. We got to give horses time to think. A lot of times we go way too fast as humans. Good. 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 Just kind of push that energy back over. So she looked at me, didn't think about walking around it. Good. Good. Think about taking that left forefoot up there. Good. That's all right. Nope. Don't come over here. Good try. Look right at that tire. Good. She thinks I'm crazy. Good. We can try the pedestal. I like that she touched it. Another safe and easy way to start to put their front feet up on things or something like this that's strong enough to step on. Good. Good girl. If she lifts one foot, she's done here. Good. She can even try my bridge. I don't care, actually. Grade one of horsemanship is touch the object with the forefoot, right, on purpose. It could be a rug. And actually, I was going to use the yoga mats, which are quite scary to some horses. She's snacking. But for her, the yoga mats didn't seem very scary. So there's a touch with the forefoot. Technically, if she'd been terrified, that would count. I would like to see this horse step a front foot up. Good. Good. That's okay. Good. You're okay. Good girl. There. Good. Good. Yeah, you're okay. Do you notice how the moment she flows forward, I let her stop and think? Good. She relaxed. Lower her head again. Good. I can show her that it's safe. Yeah, I can come up here with it. I want to be careful when I'm working on obstacles that I am not in a flat path. And if she goes over the obstacle, that she can land in my lap. So just ask her step up. Oh yeah, not gonna get in her bubble. You're okay. Good. Good. You're okay. Good girl. Yeah, you're very good. Good. You're okay. Tell when I actually touched her there. Good girl. She touched the foot. Notice that she was actually more scared. She was so confident. I thought she might just again building emotional resistance, right? Building the ability for you to put a little pressure on is going to be a working horse. That's the nature of life. Is that, you know, they can trust whatever it is, even if you're getting higher, you're higher, they're with you, and children are understand what we want. So we build confidence, in them as a partner, and they build confidence with us, and we know that.